Hey campers, George here. About to go on a quick trudge and start a fire, hopefully. So I thought I'd bring you along. Nothing special, just got something to show you, something I've never owned before, and thought, you know what, let's go give it a test. So come along, let's have some fun. So we're here at Twin Rivers Park. The reason they call it Twin Rivers is because there's two rivers coming in. You've got the Strait and the Cannon coming in, and they meet down here, and it becomes the Cannon down there. And it's just outside of Fairborough. It's not, maybe half a mile from city centre, maybe a little bit more than that. But a nice place to go for a walk. There's a little... towards Fairborough here, you can hear the traffic and everything. And I'm just gonna cross over this bridge and then trudge down there off the trail. So I found a nice little sunny spot to stop and sit. The wind is a little chilly and I was getting cold, so I had to find a warm spot. But what I wanted to share with you today is, I'm embarrassed to say, I have looked at a lot of knives, and I have my personal preferences on knives, and I'm talking about folders or belt knives. And I think everybody's heard of these guys. And this is the Mora knife, and this one is the Mora Companion Spark. I thought it was time for me to actually have a look at one. Very popular, well known. I would say it's a legend in bushcraft. Made in Sweden, to be honest, for me it's been a personal preference. I'm not a big fan of this plastic, whatever it is, and the handle. I like a wood handle and I like a leather sheath. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I prefer that personally. But I thought it was time that I actually got one of these and had a closer look at it and see how it does. People say it's probably the best bush knife they own. Certainly priced right. They're not expensive at all. For what I've seen and looking at it, the quality, the workmanship is excellent, and I can see why people like it. This is certainly a very solid sheath. You can see it has Mora knife on there. On the back it does say made in Sweden, and at the bottom of the sheath here, if you look, you can see there is a drip hole, so that if it gets wet, it'll drain out. It does have this clip thing, and somebody once explained to me what these are for, and I can't remember, something about stacking, which I'm not sure what that's about. It's a good solid sheath, no problem. I'm just not a fan of this the material. Everybody uses it. I've heard no complaints about it. The knife does go in there nice and solid, clips in there nicely, and no rattle. It works really well. So let's have a look at the knife, and you can see here stainless steel blade. It says Mora Knives, Made in Sweden, stainless steel. Well, it just says stainless on it. The handle is a rubberized. I'm not sure what it is. I'll put the specs up when we're done here so you can have a look at that. Nothing fancy, very plain, but I will say the handle, even for my stubby hand that I have, it feels good. And it's a non-slip. Obviously it's got a really good grip on it. I like that, and I can certainly see why people like these knives. Most people who have a Mora have the companion, which is basically this knife without the fire starter, and you can see that they have a ferrocerium rod, a ferro rod built into the handle. And the way that comes out, if you have a look at how they have it there, you would twist and pull it out. So it unclicks and then pulls out. A great idea. It is in there nice and safe. It did come with this. I put this on. It was just wrapped up. It wasn't attached. I just put it on there because I wanted to show you that. I'm assuming it's for that, so you don't lose your ferrocerium rod. And you can see how they have it in there in the handle. Well thought out. You would put the ferrocerium rod in there. You can see there, and it goes in, and you would twist to lock it, and it's on there solid. You can take it out like that. Now it's not very long. I'm not sure how that's going to work for me. I'm used to a little bit longer, but we'll give it a try. It's not full tang. Is that a big deal? I don't think so. This to me is not a knife that you're going to batten and beat up. It's not designed for that. The blade is nice and thick. I do like that. Now I've heard a lot of people say about the companion that the spine on the blade doesn't have a good edge, and you would have to fix that yourself by grinding it to get a nice 90 to strike a ferro rod. But this one comes with it. It's a nice sharp, I can feel the edge here. It's a really nice 90. The grind is obviously, this is a Scandi grind, very nice, and I can tell you it is sharp. It came sharp. So I'm gonna try and find me a piece of wood and see what damage we can do to it. The wood, that is, not the knife. Liking it so far. I think it's been a personal preference for me that I haven't owned one. So let's give it a try. I've just got this stick that I found lying around here. It's not ideal, but it'll give us an idea of how well it does. So, you know, the first off, this is pretty dry. You know, slicing, make a point, no problem there. So I'm just going to make a little stop cut here. It certainly cuts in well, and it gets in there. I will say it feels nice in my hand. I can't complain. And of course we've got the local helicopter. No problem in making a notch. Obviously taking off bark and everything, it'll be no problem. This thing is really sharp. Very nice. I found another stick here. Maybe this will give you a better idea. But we can get the bark off here, and you can see no problem there. Hopefully you can see this. I mean, it gets right in this wood. This is not exactly soft wood, I'll tell you that. So, does a good job. Now let's check the spine here and see if we can get some tinder going. No problem there. Does a nice job on that. Hopefully this stuff will catch a light. So it does a good job. I'm liking that. So let's see if we can do some feathering with it. So I don't think that's a problem. So it'll feather nicely. The only limitation is the user, and that would be me. Let's see. So it'll feather no problem. I can see why this is a popular knife. How much they're charging for this surprises me on the quality. Let's see if we can strike the ferro rod. You twist, pull it out. We're going to have to clean off the coating, obviously, that protects the ferrocerium, stops it from rusting. So let's clean that off. Sparking already, which tells me this is a pretty good rod. It does strike well. It really does a good job striking. I just can't light this stuff. And with the wind and everything, I'm a little bit nervous about getting it to burn. But it has caught it out. I'm going to put it out, make sure it's out. I'm in the middle of nowhere here, and the wind is bothering me. Nice rod. It gives out a good spark. You can see that. No problem there. Did it affect it? Nope. Still got a nice edge to it. A quick look at the companion spark from Mora knives, made in Sweden. Very nice. I'm impressed, and I can see why this is a legend in bushcraft. The handle grip is way better than I thought it would be. This is a knife that I'm not sure I want to bludgeon and things like that. I mean, it is a good bushcraft knife, and I think that for most people who do bushcraft these days carry a saw on them. I have with me my optional folding saw knife. If I need to saw a bigger piece of wood, this will work. I'm not going to bludgeon this. I don't think it's designed for that. Very nice. Very impressed with it. And well made. Definitely well made. Made in Sweden. Everything fits together well. It's nice and clean. I'm impressed. They've convinced me. So there you go. The Mora Companion Spark. Very nice. I can see why it's a legend. Don't forget now, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back. Something else. I just had an idea, and I think this might be better tinder. This is from sawing this thing in half. Let's see if it'll light. There you go. No problem there. Just saying. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there. Bye.